show then with the auto sales numbers. Mahindra & Mahindra, the company saw the total sales surge by 26% versus last year. The passenger vehicle sales saw a jump of 20%. Total exports were up 83%. Nalinikanth, who is the CEO of the Automotive Division at M&M, is now with us on the show. Thank you very much for joining in. So we've got the numbers for the month of July, but can you give us an indication of how August and September is likely to be? What is your own internal expectation for SUVs? Go ahead.
Thank you, Reema, for having me on the show. So hard to predict. We are heading into the festive season. We are optimistic about having a strong festive season as well. But we are staying true to what we said we will do, which is mid to high teens growth in the SUV for the year. And that's what we've been delivering so far. As you said, July has been 20% growth. So we expect similar mid to high teens growth going into the festive season as well.
Okay, so your tractor sales have come in 6% higher, but the estimates that the street had was of around 16% growth for tractor business. Can you give us a sense of what the outlook is here? What has the demand been in July and coming ahead as well? We do have festive season. We do have rains which have been decent so far. Yeah,
again, tractors is something I wouldn't be able to comment on. It's a different part of the business. But in general, the monsoon has been doing well. We have 7% higher in terms of rains. So far, we have seen strong traction in general on the rural side of things. So I think that will hold us in good stead overall.
What about the SUV demand on ground? Because there has been, the SUV sales have been fairly robust, but there has been concerns with regards to the imports of rare earth magnets from China. And a lot of companies have also raised concerns with regards to that. What is your own situation right now at M&M with regards to the rare earth magnets? Has there been any disruption that you have faced because of this issue?
Yeah, Hormaz, thank you for that. It's a critical focus area for us over the past few weeks now. And we've taken a multi-pronged approach, looking at diversifying our supplier base, looking at different materials we can de-risk with. But overall, at this point in time, we haven't had any impact. And going into the festive, both Q2 and Q3 were well covered from a rare earth perspective. So we have no concerns there at all. There's a couple of components we are tracking at this point in time from a Q4 perspective, but we are confident those areas will be de-risked as well. But so far, nothing to be alarmed about.
Nalini, so why are you still guiding for a mid to high teens kind of an SUV growth? In July itself, it was a 20% growth, so you've beaten that. Plus, as you said, you're entering into the festive season with a lot of optimism. So at least in the festive season, could you give us an indication of what growth for SUVs could look like? What is your own internal assessment?
Yeah, like I said, it's hard to see how it is going to play out. We'll have to see, as you know, that these numbers are coming in the backdrop of an industry which is flat to degrowing a little bit. And so we want to be a little bit realistic to ensure that we are putting numbers that we are able to totally be convinced about. So at this point, that looks like mid to high teens growth. Like you said, YTD, we have done about 22% growth. And we are optimistic based on the portfolio that we have, that we'll have a strong festive season coming in. But best to stay with the estimate we put out, which is mid to high teens growth.
Okay, mid to high teens growth. Exports are up 83% in the auto segment at 2,774 units. Is of course a smaller unit versus the others. Just wanted your take on export markets because a lot is happening globally, be it tariffs, be it sanctions coming in. How does it impact you overall? What is the export growth that you're looking at?
Yeah, exports, like you said, is a relatively smaller number for us. And our focus areas have been primarily on South Africa and Australia so far. And we started with Scorpio and the 700 there, and we've had some good traction. Recently, we launched the 3XO in South Africa a couple of quarters ago, where we won the Car of the Year. And then we just launched in Australia a few weeks back, and we've gotten really good feedback, both from early customers and press as well. So clearly, an area we'll focus on. But we want to make sure when we go out there, it's with a set of products which will do well, and we have a strong right to win. Our EVs give us that right in the EV space as well. So that's something we'll be taking into these markets. UK is on the horizon in the next 18 to 24 months as we take our EVs there as well. So we will do it in a measured way and with products which we believe can do very well in these markets.
So would it be fair to say that the focus of the subsequent product launches will be more towards EVs than compared to the ICEs?
No, so we've put out a plan in terms of launches over the next 3 to 5 years. It will be equally balanced for us. So for us, both are critical parts of our portfolio, and we'll have launches lined up in both. In fact, on August 15th, we're going to be talking about our platform, which will be helping us underpin the entire launch program for us going into the next few years. And it will be balanced between EV and ICE both.
All right, Nalinikanth, thank you so much for sparing time and joining us. Wish you good luck for the rest of the year as well. Hope to have more often on this platform. The management of Mahindra & Mahindra's automotive division on the sales numbers for the month of July. Take a short break. From one automaker to another, the management of Maruti Suzuki joins us to discuss their first quarter numbers and the road ahead. On the other side, stay tuned.